trunks, weighing in at 124.5 pounds, and coming from Seattle, Washington, Todd Husby. His opponent in the blue corner, wearing the blue and the gold trunks, weighing 126 3/4, with an undefeated record of 10 wins, no losses, and 6 knockouts from Vallejo, California, Mario Lesbrance.
Well, here we are in round one of this featherweight encounter. Mario Lesbrance, the undefeated boxer in the blue trunks, and his challenger is Todd Husby out of Seattle, Washington. Todd Husby with a record of 5-2, taking on the undefeated Mario Lesbrance, who is 10-0 with 6 wins by way of knockout. You see Husby now attacking Lesbrance. Husby is a pretty aggressive fighter, and he's going to give Lesbrance all he can handle. Mario Lesbrance will depend on boxing skills here to try to counteract that aggressiveness. And there you see a right hand by Lesbrance, landing solid, but Todd Husby continues to burrow in. Knowing that he's fighting the taller man, Husby's trying to get inside and work the body. Again, you see that Mario Lesbrance is probably the superior boxer from the outside, and Husby very smart by crowding Lesbrance, getting inside of those long arms. Some tough infighting going on now, with Lesbrance having his back to the ropes. We'd like to thank you for joining us here on the 8-Count Boxing Hour. We're glad to have all the boxing fans of Albuquerque. Thank you for all the letters you've been writing, too. We really appreciate hearing from you. At the end of the show, we'll give you the address, and boxing fans, write to me. Write to us and let us know what you think of the show, any ideas you have. If you want to just talk boxing, you want me to answer questions for you, just write in, and we love to hear from you. So at the end of the show, we'll give you that address. But right now, we're in the first round. It's Mario Lesbrance in the blue trunks and Todd Husby in the white trunks. A slight edge in hand speed going to Mario Lesbrance. But then again, Husby with the aggressiveness trying to counteract that. And now Lesbrance getting a little more aggressive, has Husby back to the ropes. Oh, good uppercuts from Lesbrance as Husby crouches down. Mario Lesbrance firing the left uppercut, connecting with that. And I think he has Husby a little hurt. Todd, who had just a little bit of amateur experience, has decided to turn pro. He feels he can do it. With a record of 5-2, he's off to a good start. But of course, Lesbrance at 10-0, really off to a good start as a professional here. And that ends the first round. We'll go into the second round now. And there you see the corner of Mario Lesbrance being worked on. We're going to start round 2 now. A good round, I think, for Mario Lesbrance, that first round. You can see Mario Lesbrance trying to catch Husby coming in with that jab. That's a good strategy here against the shorter man, as Husby will try to charge in. If Lesbrance can time him, he can catch him with that jab. Mario Lesbrance had an excellent amateur career. In fact, he was on the same Olympic team traveling abroad with New Mexico's Ronnie Rentz, who's one of the most celebrated amateurs. Ronnie Rentz, a fantastic boxer from here in New Mexico. And Mario Lesbrance was on the same team with Ronnie, and also Vinny Pazienza, Iran Barkley. These fighters traveled the world together. Now you see the 1-2 by Lesbrance. And you can see that the amateur experience that Mario Lesbrance has is a great advantage to him as a professional. Husby really didn't have a long amateur career. Again, both men infighting. Looked to me like Husby tried a headbutt, and I think the referee caught that, and he's telling him not to swing his head like that, trying to actually butt Mario Lesperance. Maybe a bit of frustration on the part of Todd Husby. And now Lesperance gets a warning. So this fight's getting down and dirty here. Both men want a victory here. A good crowd here for boxing in the Pacific Northwest. And now with Husby bending down like that, Mario Lesperance throwing those uppercuts. You see Lesperance very patient, keeping his hands high, just picking his shots. Husby's more the one that has to make something happen here, and he'll have to just continue to do what he's doing. But he needs to hurt Lesperance, because if he doesn't, Mario will just pick him apart. And I want to remind boxing fans here in Albuquerque that April 30th, the big show, Michael Carbajal and Louis Espinoza will come to town with two different opponents, and they'll show us what they have, these two great champions. We'll also have some good local fighters on the undercard. So that ends the second round now. We'll move into round 3. There you see the corner of Mario Lesperance. And we take a look now into the corner of Todd Husby of Seattle, Washington. So far, I have Lesperance ahead on the card, 2-0, although they were pretty close rounds. But the big fight show will be at Tingley Coliseum, April 30th, Thursday night. And now Mario Lesperance going to work on Husby. Well, Husby slips out now. He slips off the ropes. A good move because he was getting pounded on the ropes. Now Lesperance with a good straight right hand. You can see that Mario Lesperance uses his height to his advantage pretty well. But he should stay off the ropes. That's not a good place for him to be. As long as he's in the center of the ring, he has full control of this bout. And now Husby has been hurt by a right hand. And he's just covering up. Lesperance going to work now, hammering the body, coming in with uppercuts now. And that's it. The referee has stopped this bout. It's all over. Mario Lesperance with a third-round TKO. He had Husby hurt, and as Husby retreated into the ropes, Lesperance followed him in with those uppercuts, and that was all it took. The referee says that'll be enough. So a third-round victory for Vallejo, California's Mario Lesperance. He continues now undefeated, 11-0 with 7 wins by way of knockout.